Meet two cats who somehow managed to run an entire household without ever paying rent. Mario and Dundu are a full-time comedy duo, part-time supervisors, and occasional agents of chaos. And their mom? Well, she's just trying to survive another day in their furry dictatorship. Every morning kicks off the same way, with the unmistakable sound of Dundu yelling from the sink.
𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐿.
She sits there like a furry queen, demanding from her human peasant to turn the tap on so she can have some fun. It's been her thing since she was a little kitten. Meanwhile, somewhere in the background, Mario watches the spectacle with that perfectly grumpy Persian look that says, "I'm too old for this," even though he absolutely isn't. Before Dundu arrived, Mario wasn't just the only child of the house. He was the gentle miracle who had already changed Serena's life once. He had been born in a Persian breeding facility, a purebred kitten meant to be someone's Christmas present. But when he developed breathing problems only a few months later, the gift lost its shine. Mario was taken to a clinic and simply left there. But the day Serena met him, she saw something completely different. A perfect little kitty. Mario seemed to know it too. He walked straight into the carrier, turned around, and closed the door himself, like a furry little king sending a royal decree. "Take me home." Serena took him home, knowing he might not have much time. Every checkup was terrifying. Every evening carried the fear of finding him unwell. But every day, Mario was right there at the door to greet her, purring and reassuring her with that sweet, wise look that said everything would be okay. And somehow, everything was okay. One day, the x-ray came back clean. The mass was gone. Completely. No one could explain it, but Serena didn't need an explanation. Mario was her small miracle. He settled into life as the undisputed ruler of the living room, a cuddly, serene, wonderfully odd cat. Life was peaceful. And then came the whirlwind from Calabria. Serena met Dundu, whose real name is actually Nduja, during a vacation that had already gone terribly wrong. After a late and frustrating evening, she spotted something tiny on the road. Dundu wasn't alone. Her little brother lay beside her, but it was already too late for him. The only one Serena could save was the fragile, 200-gram scrap of life who still had the strength to lift her head. Dundu was full of fleas, swollen with parasites, her eyes infected, her body starving. The vet said she might not make it. Even worse, she could have illnesses dangerous for other cats. And Serena had Mario at home. Mario, who was again unwell. So, the plan was simple. Save Dundu, heal her, and find her a new family. Serena booked a sleeper cabin, boarded a night train, and carried this fragile little creature all the way to Milan. She kept Dundu isolated behind glass doors, and every day Mario sat on the other side, the sick, gentle older brother silently guarding the newcomer he wasn't even allowed to meet. Finally, after tests ruled out major diseases, Serena opened the door. Mario, with all his noble sweetness, offered a bit of older brother posturing, as well as bossing, and regretted it immediately. Full of fighter spirit even as a baby, Dundu showed him that she may have been tiny, but she was unstoppable. What Serena didn't expect was that letting this little kitten who had almost died into the house would bring Mario back to life. They became best friends, and partners in crime, of course. Mario remained the household sweetheart. He's always ready for cuddles, unlike Dundu, who's one of those cats who believe it's not normal to constantly give humans permission to pet them. But as she likes to act like she doesn't like pets, Mario likes to act like he's above the chaos, although he causes plenty of it himself. If his mom needs to use her laptop, that depends entirely on whether Mario feels like allowing it. He usually doesn't. Dundu, on the other hand, takes her job as co-supervisor very seriously. She'll walk across the keyboard, checking if all the keys work properly before allowing her mom to use them. She has absolutely no interest in productivity, but full interest in being the center of the universe. If Serena wants to be productive and do something, it's not the cat's problem. They have nothing to do with humans' weird obsession with doing things that aren't fun at all. Like cleaning the floor. That's a human thing. Cats don't find it important. So if Serena wants to clean the floor properly, she can't, because Dundu and Mario simply refuse to move. Besides, they have a much better way to do this useless work. They are willing to help with everything in the house. It's Serena's problem if she thinks the way they do it is messy. And then there are the hiding spots. Dundu, the queen of exploration, can be found anywhere. Boxes, closets, cabinets. If it opens, she's inside it. If it closes, she wants it open. Her favorite place, though, is the closet, because it seems she has declared herself a fabric inspector. She loves to sink into the fabric as if it exists for her alone, which, in her mind, it does. And if she's comfortable with the fabric, she leaves her fur on it as a sign that the piece of clothing has passed her quality check. As her partner, Mario is always there to help with the clothes quality control. Then he carefully watches his mom cleaning the cat fur from her clothes. But he has his own special resting place, the oven. Yes, the oven. He curls inside it like it's the world's coziest cat bed. But he can also be found in many other odd places. And when Christmas arrives, forget decoration. The tree exists purely for feline entertainment. Their mom puts the decorations on the tree, cafe ticked them off. They transformed the festive centerpiece into their personal amusement park. Life with Mario and Dundu is never quiet, never boring, and never normal. They turn every day into something unpredictable and hilarious. They make every moment feel like watching a heartwarming sitcom, one where the stars have fur, whiskers, and strong opinions about household appliances. Their mom can't imagine doing anything without their interference, but she wouldn't want it any other way. She sees herself as the lucky one who gets to live in the middle of their adorable chaos.